Hi, my name is DJ Foxy Red, and you're watching ThemDamnMexicans.
This your boy Zach with TDM. If you're watching us on the replay, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow us.
Tuned in to the TDM Talk Show. Show you how to make money, keep costs low. Show you how to come up like pronto. Moving fast while the competition down slow. You tuned in to the TDM Talk Show. 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 You tuned in to the TDM Talk Show. Show you how to make money, keep costs low. Show you how to come up like pronto. Moving fast while the competition down slow. You tuned in to the TDM Talk Show. Tuned in to the TDM Talk Show. Tuned in to the TDM Talk Show. Tuned in to the TDM Talk Show like.
Yo, what's the deal, everybody, man? Thank you guys for tuning in to the 10th episode of TDM Talk. I am your host, David, and I am with my lovely co-host, Angie, the Trap Queen, and we have a very special guest in the building. We have the owner of HTX TACTICAL, Mr. George Abrego. Man, y'all give it up for him, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all.
Man, we appreciate you coming by, man. We were briefly even talking right before the show started about how we wanted to give a special shout out to Adrian Angelo, the producer. He was the one that told me, to get you to come to the show, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like I already was a fan of the store and what you guys do. Shout out to Article, man. He works there too. So yeah, man, thank you for coming.
Appreciate it, man. Thank y'all very much for having me again. Shout out to my boy Bless. Adrian. Shout out to everybody, man. I really appreciate y'all. And I think I mentioned everybody's coming in late, but I really like how y'all have everything so organized,
We try.
So I really appreciate that.
We try.
Man, my guy here, man, he does all. He gets here at 5 o'clock, and he'll set up and start putting the work in, behind the scenes, and so we appreciate everything he does for sure. So, oh yeah, he's blushing. Y'all can't see, but he's blushing. He's actually kind of red. So we're gonna dive in. We're gonna let the Trap Queen get her interview skills on.
Juicy questions.
Yeah, that's what she said.
No, so how did you get started with a gun store? Like, what brought you to opening up a gun store?
So we personally, I've always been into the gun since I can remember, just being a little kid. Since I could work, I was in the industry. Obviously just starting as a regular hourly employee, and just kind of worked my way up from there. And I was always business minded. I always knew I wanted to have my own business, right? I didn't always really know how to make it happen, but I always knew what I wanted. And just working for others, working for certain companies, just coming up, and at a certain point, it's like, man, I just don't want to be working for somebody my whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I love what I do, but I can't just be making somebody else rich for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So, I left a certain company that I was working for, and then I interviewed at probably, I think, 3 or 4 other companies for more money, better positions, and all that. Same industry, and they all said no. So they all turned me down.
Wow.
Even after doing various interviews with the same company, it was all no from I think 4 or 5 different companies. And at that point, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
Those no's ultimately turned up to what you have now.
Yeah. So that just kind of motivated me. It was like, well, forget y'all, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Straight up.
So at that point is when I started at HTX Tactical, and that's where that was born. That was, I think the idea probably started in 2014, 2015. And I think maybe the end of 2015 or early 2016 is when it was actually created.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how we talk about the timing of everything. Like Adrian shared a clip yesterday about how he and at this point last year he just dropped an album or was about to drop an album, and he was promoting it, and he was still living the artist life. But he did talk about in an interview how he wanted to do behind the scenes for TDM, for ThemDamnMexicans. Yeah, production, just behind the camera. And then it's like, boom, you look
a year later,
less than a year later, and my man's doing what he said. Yeah, everything, even with the stuff that, like with this, we started on Clubhouse, doing the audio and us talking about it. And I had already been in Zach. Shout out to Zach, man. I had already been saying, man, it would be dope to do a talk show, some kind of something for us, you know. And then, but it's always about timing, you know. The like you said, the no's or the people that don't give you those opportunities or present opportunities, that you got to go and create them yourself.
Yeah.
Right, and that's true. That's
So 2016. So how many years is? I'm bad at math.
2023 now,
7
right?
years.
Yeah.
7, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
2016, if I'm not mistaken, early 2016 is when it actually came into play and officially opened as a company. Started doing online sales, and I was doing gun shows. I was traveling, you know, the George R. Brown, Pasadena. I went out of town to do gun shows on the weekends, and so I was doing that for a little while, maybe a year or so, year and a half, maybe, in online sales. And I was literally having like people that I know buying stuff for me. They were coming into like my bedroom, like, you know, my parents' home, and like looking at my stuff. Sorry.
So is that how you started, like at home?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Straight out home. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
I want to hear about that.
Yeah, I
like,
was strictly just literally out of my bedroom and online sales and doing the gun shows. Yeah. You know, at the time, you know, I didn't have, you know, big money to start with. I didn't have no investors, no big bank loan or anything like that. The first purchase I made for inventory was with the $1,000 tax return I got.
Wow.
Shout out to the IRS.
Yeah. Yeah. No shout out to the IRS.
Yeah. No shout out to them.
No. But yeah. So I spent, you know, $1,000 tax refund basically to get it started, and then I did that for about year and a half, and then that's when I connected with my business partner. So he was doing his own thing in the gun industry, video wise and all that. He had his own thing going, and we actually met through Instagram. We followed each other. He's based in H-Town at the time, so we kind of, you know, kind of like what we were both doing at the same time separately. But so at that point we came together, we talked about it, and just came up with a plan. And from there, just started grinding and going at it.
Wow.
You know?
So
And,
how, like, I'm sure you can't just be like, all right, I want to open up a gun store. Like, what type of licenses and permits you need to open up and sell firearms in the state of Texas?
Yeah. So when I first started, I wasn't actually selling firearms. I was selling parts and accessories.
Okay.
And I was also doing the coating, the Cerakote work.
Okay.
And building like upgrades and stuff. I wasn't actually selling firearms at the time.
Okay.
And then I believe it was probably 2.5 years into it that we did apply for our FFL. So we got our federal firearms license at the time, and that's when we were able to start actually selling firearms.
I'm sure it was a lot, because just to even buy a gun, it's I just went recently and got one, and I showed them my license to carry, and they got me in and out. Everybody else was kind of waiting, to see if they were approved, and it was just, that's why I'm like, man.
It sucks dealing with the federal government.
Yeah.
And all that, So basically, you put in a big application, they come interview you and check out your space and all that. And, they either give you the license or they don't. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Shout out to Cuban Diva. A question is, how hard was it to make it legal enough to be sold on social media? I don't think you will.
Yeah. So that's that's a mess.
Yeah.
So social media, the powers to be at social media companies, they're all anti-gun. Most of your huge media companies are all anti-gun, unfortunately. So we're constantly shadow banned. Posts are constantly getting deleted.
Yeah.
We lost our main Instagram. I think I told you we have like.
Yeah.
I know. I tried looking you up. I seen like all the different.
So our main Instagram that I started in like 2015 or 16. It was just at HTX Tactical. We lost that when we had like almost 200,000 followers on there.
Wow.
We lost that one because of guns. According to Instagram, they're illegal. Well, no, they're not illegal.
Yeah, they're not.
Guns are bad, right? Whatever. So right now, it's an ongoing battle. I don't see a fix to it. but it's just an ongoing battle. It just
And you do a lot of your marketing on social media
Oh,
too.
yeah. Oh yeah, like that's how we came up through social media. Shout out to my business partner Javier. That's
Yeah,
what he
shout
does.
out to
and he
Javi,
kills
man.
it up. He kills it on the social media thing,
Yeah.
and the marketing and all that. So when we lost our main Instagram page, like you got 200,000 people on here.
Man,
Like
that's gotta be
yeah. But we got a backup page. It's not quite as big as the main one, which is at HTX Tactical TV. So let me just say this for everybody out there.
yeah. Let us know which is the where they can.
So if you type in HTX Tactical, you're probably going to see 100 different pages,
which we did.
We got scammers out there. Okay, we got people that are posing as us, and they're taking payment through PayPal, through Zelle, Cash App, and they're like, "I'll send you this to your house. Send me a Walmart gift card." And I'll sell you this item, this gun, or whatever it may be. That's all. We don't do that, right? All our sales are done in store on our website at htxtactical.com or through email invoice info@htxtactical.com. So our main Instagram right now is at HTX Tactical TV. We also have at HTX Tactical Official and at HTX Tactical OG. So just to put that out there for everybody.
Yeah, if you guys go to the flyer that we put out, we posted their official Instagram is tagged on there and it's on the flyer. So if you guys want to find out more, man, go and tap in with them and man, support,
in the description too, in the video in the description, their website, their Instagram, and you guys have a YouTube channel as well.
Our YouTube channel as
well.
Yeah,
I put that on there.
We, as far as I'm aware of, we don't have any imposters on YouTube. So if you type in HTX Tactical, you'll see our YouTube
HTX Tactical YouTube.
But yeah, at HTX Tactical TV is our main Instagram, and you have to type it all in. If not, we're shadow banned, so it won't come up if you.
That's
unfortunate. Man, that's crazy. So, that's sad that but
it's just what we have to deal with.
Yeah, it's part of the social media game. People, especially when you got something that's popular and that's popping, and people want to take advantage of that situation and go and so
it's all, man, it's all a whole political game thing, man. You can post a picture of somebody getting shot up, but
that's crazy.
Post a picture and say, hey, come get a gun and protect yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
That's how it's
unfortunate.
It's
so
political.
With the recent gun laws that have passed here in Texas, obviously it's been good for business. What is your personal opinion on the laws that have passed and how it's affected you guys?
I mean, I'm glad that we live in a free state, that that we're able to exercise our Second Amendment rights here in Texas. I think 2.5, 3 years ago, I don't remember the exact time frame when the law passed, where we don't have to have a license to carry anymore, which is great.
Yeah,
I think is a great thing. Everybody said, oh, well, there's going to be, it's going to be the wild, wild west. Everybody's going to be getting shot up, blah, 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 this and that.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the case. Do we live in a crime-ridden city? Yeah, we definitely do. But all the crimes you see are all committed by people that aren't legally able to own a gun.
Yeah, that shouldn't have one. Real quick before you move on that, so with the whole gun license thing, the license to carry, right? We say, oh, now you don't need one. But what is your take on? Do you think people should still go take the class and go get it?
So I do believe you should still go take your license to carry class.
Yeah.
If anything, you're gonna learn the law.
Yeah,
you're gonna learn the law, and it's always good to have. Another thing with it that's pretty cool is you go buy a gun, and you have your LTC. Well, we don't have to run a background check.
Yeah.
Fill out the form, sign.
Because it's already been done.
Correct. It's already an in-depth FBI background check. You're clear. And also for traveling. If you travel, if I drive to Louisiana, Oklahoma, most of the southern states will recognize a Texas license, so I can carry.
I want to say up until Florida, right?
I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest with you, but
from what I remember from the class that I ended up taking,
a lot of states will recognize the Texas license.
For sure.
Which is just a good thing to have.
So go get your class, go take the class, and I guarantee you're going to learn something. In a minute, we'll be talking about some of the misconceptions and the myths about the gun laws and even signs and whatnot. Before we get into that, real quick, man, y'all, you guys that are watching, man, share this with your people, share this with everybody, man. Hit the share button, like, comment, man. At 8:30, we will be taking phone calls. So if you got any questions, call in, tap in with us, man. Shout out to Zach Zaragoza. He is partner here with ThemDamnMexicans. It says, has he ever encountered an interaction with the police in which they tried to push you over?
No, I can't say that I have. I mean, I've been pulled over and all with a gun on me. I've been pulled over with 10, 15 guns in my car.
Yeah.
And I've always had my license to carry since I was 21. So
Wow.
you know,
Is it true that they already know when they pull you over and they run your plates? Do they know that you already have because I know we were told that they know that already.
yeah,
That's
And
good
it's
to
better
know.
to tell them. You know,
if
it's
they
better to
run
be like,
your driver license or ID number, it'll show if you have a license to carry or not. And again, it's good to have it just because it tells you that, hey, I'm a legal citizen.
Yeah.
I'm legally armed.
That's good to know.
So
I think-
Ironic story. I got robbed at gunpoint last spring, and he stole my purse, and inside it had my license to carry. Like, he stole my license to carry. Of all things, I was worried about that because I just got it. Had just finished the class, spent I think it was 8 hours in there. Just got it issued. It takes a month for you to get your license.
Yeah.
And then boom, I get robbed. Yeah.
Damn.
So, but now I know that if hope, knock on wood, I don't get pulled over. But if I
It's
did,
on your record.
okay,
It's
that's
on your
good.
record for sure.
Gun stickers outside of businesses. That's
Oh,
something that I
yeah.
did learn in the class that we took about. There's a sign that has the circle with the line through it in the gun. That's not actual. That doesn't really mean anything. They put that up there, but they have to have the. Well, I'll let you explain that.
Yeah. So concealed carry wise, there's something called the Texas
penal code,
30.06,
Yeah.
30.6 sign.
Yeah.
So that if a business has that posted at their main front entrance, basically you can't legally conceal carry in there. If you go in there concealed carrying, you're breaking the law. Now it has to be posted a certain size. I believe it has to be minimum 1-inch letters, and it has to be a good contrasting color to where you can see it.
Yeah.
So it can't be like gray on black. It has to be like white on black to where you can see it. It has to be visible, and it can't be, on the inside. It has to be right at the front entrance. Right next.
Right
to the
before
door.
you enter, most places have it right before you walk in.
Yeah.
36.
30.6. There's another one, 30.07,
Yeah.
which is after the open carry law in Texas passed. That's when that came into play, which basically means you can't open carry.
So if they have both,
You can't carry it all.
no gun in there.
But remember,
So if a business at their front door it says no guns allowed and it's a picture of a gun, you technically still can go in because it doesn't have that penal code.
correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
we call them the gun
Good to
buster
know.
signs. So
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
the
Who you
outline
gonna
of the
call?
gun with
Yeah.
the X or the line.
Yeah,
through it,
yeah.
Right. That
So that doesn't.
has no bearing on.
And I did not know that was one of the
Yeah.
before I took the class. That's something I did not know, and until they told us, and I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" Because almost everywhere you go, they have those signs.
Yeah.
up.
So it has to say, what is it? 30 penal code
30.
30. Yeah.
And
30.06.
30.
Yeah.
Mhm. And it's got all the text. It's just a long paragraph of legal text.
What are some places like that you cannot just carry at all? Like I know schools is one of them.
Schools, sporting events,
Post office.
any federal owned buildings, not city owned buildings, federally owned buildings. City owned buildings have to have a 30.6 sign if they don't.
Okay.
But federal buildings for sure, which a lot of people don't understand. A credit union. If you bank with a credit union, you can't carry in there because it's a federal credit union.
Yeah, that's true.
The other thing is polling places where you go vote.
Zach said
carry
penal,
there.
such a funny word.
Zach, it's penal code, not the other one that you like. But anyway, it says Cuban Diva says, "Do you have to do it again? The courses, do you renew like a driver's license?"
You do have to renew it. I believe it's every 3 years. If I'm
That
not
question's
mistaken.
for Angie.
Don't quote me on that. I don't remember the exact time frame, but I believe it's every 3 years, and you do it online.
Every
Okay.
3 years. Oh,
If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while.
I
been
guess
a
we
while.
don't need to now.
I think mine expires.
So do you have
Next
to
year,
take the course again, or you just renew it like you just
Go online.
Online, okay.
Mm.
Go
Yeah.
online and renew it.
Do you
And-
guys have anybody in your store that does trainings or does it gives this type of information out? Or
So we personally, us in the store, we personally don't do training. Obviously, we can speak to it and all, but we personally don't do formal training, but we do have a ton of instructors that we're
that's good.
good friends with, that we always recommend
Yeah.
to people.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So what is y'all's favorite or your favorite gun?
My favorite gun. I don't have top seller is definitely Glocks all day. Glock 19, Glock 43X.
Yeah.
You just can't go wrong with the Glock. I'll recommend it all day. You know, followed by AK pistols, the Dracos.
Yeah.
People love them or hate them.
For the rap
So-
videos, you know, got the Drake, you know.
Speaking of rap videos,
Yep.
you guys get artists that come into your stores, right? You got some celebrities that come in.
We got a few celebrity clients.
Like who?
Oh shoot,
Well, I was one of them.
my boy Blessed over
Yeah,
here.
there you
Too
go.
blessed.
You know, I mean, recently a few weeks back, Shaq was in there.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out
I
to
seen that
Shaq.
video.
He came by. He'll come by every once in a while when he's in town. You know,
And they just find you guys on Instagram, or like you just worked with so many people that like you have a good relationship with
Yeah,
them?
we've worked with so many people that you know.
The word of mouth, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
Y'all like the turkey leg cut of guns.
a turkey leg cut of guns.
I like that. I like
okay.
that turkey.
If they
Okay.
touch down in Houston, they got to go see.
Just pay your taxes. You know?
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah, I was just
and I would say, yeah, no, like just like you said, like, and people tell us all the time, like, I came to Houston to see y'all. Like, we get people
Wow.
to travel to us,
that's
and
dope.
they come in to see us. You know, we
That's
get
so
people
dope.
all the time that come from San Antonio, Dallas. Like, I came down the weekend to see y'all. You know, so I mean, it feels great that we're we're a destination for people.
I went into y'all's store because it was like Christmas. Y'all had like a Christmas sale going on. And I walked in. I'm like, I see all your workers. They got chains on. I'm like, are these the celebrities? No, they all had like chains. Everybody there all frosty. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we,
Frosty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we we try to show love to our team. You know, especially the day ones. You know, I think we all gave them the little chain. So you
That's
gotta represent.
dope.
You know,
I love what y'all do, man.
theirs
Like,
wasn't quite as big, but you know, they still got a badass
Are you-
chain.
look, are y'all hiring?
So I heard this story. I don't know if you heard of it. It was like, I don't know, beginning of this year in Oklahoma about the gun store that they improperly disposed of 250 guns.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
So basically, I don't know. I guess the guns had like some sort of defect or something, and they were told that they had to throw the guns away.
Yeah.
So I guess somebody came and picked a couple out of the dumpster.
I
Over
heard about that.
250 rifles and guns were in the dumpster, just out in the open in the back. Somebody came and picked a couple of them up. Whenever they got reported, they found out that some of the guns actually did work. So what is the protocol? What is the proper way to dispose of a gun? Like, obviously that ain't it. So
Yeah, so there is definitely
Obviously.
a proper way to do it. It has to be rendered inoperable. Basically, is what the ATF says. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? They actually tell you have to cut it in like 3 places, and like literally right down the middle of the receiver. Yeah, so we have to actually chop it.
Shout out to Chop the Father.
Yeah, and so we got to screw it and chop it, and
Yeah.
so we actually done it before, and yeah,
so
I don't know what
no
this place
dumpster
had-
divers.
Yeah, no, I don't know what this place had going on. They probably just said screw it, put them in there, and make it disappear. And
Wow.
Well, I mean, I'll
but
just say this: if y'all ever decide to improperly dispose of guns,
Yo, hit me up.
yeah, look, the night before, look, I'm there.
But-
Just say the word.
yeah, but there's definitely a certain process. For
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
you know,
no
that has
doubt.
to be done right.
Wow.
You know, my guess is they told the employee to get rid of them. And, you know, just to get rid of them.
Yeah, get rid of them.
You know.
Oh, okay, I got some more. So we're gonna play a game. Okay, so we're gonna have. We just kind of started doing this, so we got a series of questions. Let's start with the first one. Angie, you got this one?
Okay. Let's make it, yeah.
Let's make it big.
All right. So true or false? You can shoot someone if they are breaking into your car.
I mean,
See, that's how I started. I mean.
I mean, will I shoot somebody if they're breaking in my car? You know, I probably won't shoot them if I'm just seeing them breaking in my car. You know, I'm gonna try to get them the hell out of my car,
Yeah.
away from my car at first. You know, I'll say this: if they're breaking in my car and I fear for my life, I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah. And
So it's the difference between you being in the car and you just looking out the window and seeing them.
Correct. Yeah, and you know, there's so much that goes into it too. You know,
Yeah.
like
More
you're
context.
Yeah,
Are they
there's
carrying?
so much
Do they have a
like
weapon?
your morals go into it. Like, do I really want to shoot somebody, kill somebody because they broke my lock in my car? You know what I mean? Do I really want to deal with all that, pay court fees and blah blah blah, and deal with all? You know what I mean?
See, in the heat of the
So-
moment, people don't really think of stuff like that. They just
You
get,
don't.
they're like, that's my possession, that's mine. And then, they take it into their own hands. And
then some people are like, because you can give that scenario to anybody, right? And you can give that answer now, but it ain't until you're actually in that
moment,
situation that you
yeah.
don't. I always like to say, man, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I would like to morally say, I'm not gonna shoot the guy. I'm probably gonna be like, hey, yo, get the hell out of my car. Keep it moving, whatever. But shit, if I see that he has a gun, or it might go a whole nother way.
Exactly. It was like that whole taco shop shooting.
Yeah, exactly.
just happened.
so we're leading up to that.
Okay. Go
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Hey,
We in there.
Yeah.
We in there
Okay.
like swimwear,
No,
baby. Let's
no.
go. What's your take on that? I know we saw you on the Isaiah Carey on the Factor. Shout out to Isaiah Carey. You guys were discussing that, man. So go ahead.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like everybody asks me, what would I do? And again, just like you mentioned, I don't know what I would do in that situation. Your heart's beating.
Yeah,
adrenaline's pumping. I'm probably gonna be pissed off and hyped up.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, should he have taken that last shot? I mean, I personally do believe that the guy got what he deserved. I mean, you come in pointing a gun at a bunch of innocent people.
So for those who don't know what we're talking about, do you know the full story? Do you want to explain it? I just know a guy went in a taco shop robbing somebody, and then one of the patrons that was sitting there eating, found a chance to shoot the robber as he was walking away, leaving. And
yeah, at that point, I would think you're in fear for your life because you don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, he already came in waving a gun, so now what?
Yeah.
I mean, if you get an opportunity to make something happen.
So,
next question.
Okay, what do you do if someone runs toward? Okay, so here we go. What do you do if someone runs towards you with a gun? A, unload the clip. B, yell, stop, I have a gun. C, shout, King Kong ain't got shit on me. Or D, play Bo Bundy and hope he starts dancing so you can get away. Shout out to Bo Bundy. Del Norte, baby. Tidwell 45, baby.
Who made the test?
So hold on. They unload the magazine, not clip.
Oh yeah.
Which are on the proper terms.
Oh, dang.
Unload the magazine.
Yeah, there you go. He's still in the rapper mode. That's why he said clip. Yeah.
Clip sounds good.
Yeah, clip sounds.
It rhymes a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody's coming at me with the weapon, I'm probably fearing for my life. So I'm gonna pull out and I'm start busting. That sounded dirty.
That's what
That's
she
what she
said.
said.
Whoa, I totally dropped the ball.
I didn't catch that one.
I dropped the ball on that one.
Do you have to get them to stop, or can you just you're in fear for your life?
Man, again, like
if they're
you don't
running
know until you're in
towards
that
you,
situation.
yeah.
Somebody's running at me full force with the baseball bat, with the knife, with the gun in their hand. Am I gonna have time to sit there and say, hey, stop? Probably not.
Yeah. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. These questions that we're asking, man. Let us know
what would y'all
think in the comments.
do.
Like, what would y'all do? What does Cuban D would say? You can't unload if he's giving you his back, but you can face forward. Laughing my ass off, Bo Bundy.
Like you mentioned right now with the taco shop shooting, you said that the guy shot the bad guy as he was leaving and on his back. It's like,
because therefore he's no longer a threat.
well, he wasn't. How do you know he was leaving? He was still inside the taco shop.
Yep.
It was a small shop. He was still probably halfway in. Was he walking towards the side the door was on? Yeah, he was. But there was still, I think, 2 people on the corners and I think 1 on the side that he could have easily still shot.
Yeah.
So how do we know he's still leaving? He's completely still a threat.
What would Jesus do?
Yeah, what would Jesus? Jesus would turn water into wine, and everybody we'd be having a party. So
breaking bread.
What's the next? Andrew, you got this next one, or you want me to get it?
All right. Is it only self-defense when A, they got you hooked up, B, they made a verbal threat, C, your life is in danger, or D, they are from Pasadena?
Man, shout out to everybody in Pasadena. Man, I actually work out there, man. So
Thank
shout
you,
out
Dina,
to
you mean?
everybody at UVA, Mr. Bruno, Ms. White, Ms. J, JD, all my people over there, man. Mike, Elon, all those guys, man. Shout out to everybody out there. No offense, Pasadena. Don't,
Wait, he didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
Put it back on. Yeah.
Is it only self-defense when
It's obviously D.
They got you fucked up.
Yeah,
I
so-
mean,
Yes.
you,
Obviously.
you know
Gotta be booked.
you got to be in fear for your life. You got to be in fear for your life. That's the thing. If I'm in fear for my life, then I'm going to do what it takes to save my own life or to save my loved one's
Nah,
life.
facts.
So
Facts.
good answer.
Yeah. And then there's different scenarios, man. What if you're by yourself or what if you got your family with you? You know, it's just, I mean, it's so many different ways it can play out.
Right.
You know, so yeah. What we got?
Somebody said C.
Imminent danger constitutes the right to self-defense. Right? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
To exercise self-defense. Shout out to Robert Johnson for that. Yeah, I mean, hey,
Who works at Dobie?
and him,
Oh,
no damn body. He's on crack. Don't worry about it. Shout out
I'm
to
reading
Roland,
these
man.
comments.
Roland's getting high with anyway, but
Is it 8:30? Oh yeah.
yeah, so some of these comments sometimes, man, they just some of my friends, man. My friends ain't shit. I love I love them to death, but good God, can we block that guy? And if Zach gets out of line, he's blocked too. Zach's probably playing with a musket right now. God, Stinkadina. Man, so anyway, what's the what are we on? What's the next one? Or was that it? Oh, like, what's the yeah, so again, every situation is definitely different, man. It's definitely
What's this?
my ex-wife is from Pasadena and she's dangerous. Oh God. Man.
Escalation of force, Marine Corps. What was I didn't
I
read
don't
that.
know, Adrian.
So how was it for you guys during COVID? Did it affect you?
Oh, COVID was crazy. Some of the craziest times I've seen. So we were an essential business, so we were able to stay open. Oh man, we had lines out the door
Oh,
all
wow.
day. I mean, we had 100. I don't know how many people all down the side, like literally. a
Oh,
block long.
Academy was like that too.
Yep.
Like it was,
When people thought they were gonna go into martial law, or
Martial law, just people scared of just martial law, whatever it may be.
Mm.
And, so it all happened when the presidential election was taking place. So and obviously we went from a Republican president to a Democrat. Anytime a Democratic president is
they
elected,
stock up on guns.
people start stocking up because they're worried about obviously anti-gun laws going into place and all that. Not only that, but you also had the Black Lives
Riots.
Matter riots. So
not only that, COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs, so you never know what they were capable. You know what I'm saying? Like people were like, man, I gotta start robbing.
The presidential election.
Yeah, it was so much.
So there was so much going on all at one time. So, man, I mean, from the time we would open the doors in the morning till the time we closed, and at times where we were staying later because we had so many people.
Yeah,
People were just buying up ammo, anything they could.
And y'all were able to get your product shipped and whatever you needed. During that time there was so
Ammo
much
was
was
real
shut down.
scarce. Too.
when it
Ammo
first
was really
happened,
scarce, too.
it was fine for a few months, but once we got further down into it, the product just, man, there was no product anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I went there looking for some ammo. And
So what do you guys do then?
So, I know there are a few gun companies that they didn't make it through tough times like that. But luckily we had great relationships with our suppliers and all
That's
that
good.
kept us
That's dope.
with some product on hand. Obviously, we couldn't get everything, but also, we're a gun manufacturer. We're a custom gun builder. Like we do, that's what we do. So that's another aspect of our business, not just selling the guns and the parts and the ammo accessories, but we do custom work on it.
Yeah.
That kept us going. That helped us out a lot, Shout out to Art for that. Just going during that.
One of the more popular ones, I think, was the Waterburger.
The water.
Yeah. I know there was some controversy.
Yeah, and that one went. That viral one we did. So basically, the way it happened was when we did it, and we put it out on our Instagram page and Facebook and all that. It actually went viral on Facebook first. At the time, Waterburger was having a convention downtown at the George R. Brown, like their yearly convention, right?
Okay.
We didn't know that. We just happened to have a Whataburger gun that we did for somebody at the time. And so it went viral that same week, you know. Man, we had radio stations, we had news stations from like New York. I think we had somebody from like Japan call us. Wanted to talk to us about it.
That's dope.
So it went pretty viral. And you know, obviously Whataburger saw it.
Yeah.
And they basically said, don't do it again. You know, they sent us.
They sent y'all that letter?
Yeah, they gave us sent us gift cards. And
Oh,
send us a cease and desist letter.
Man.
You know, I mean, they were cool about it. You know,
like, hey, don't be doing this shit. But you know,
yeah,
there's some
the
Whataburgers
thing
on
is
us.
that it's, you know, it's not the first cease and desist we've got, but
It's just another one.
But the thing is that, you know, they thought we were like making, you know, hundreds of them and selling them like that and making money off that.
Okay.
You know, and that was the case. It was just a one, like somebody came in and wanted a Whataburger gun, so that's what we did for them. You know.
What's your favorite custom that you've done?
Oh man. I'll be honest, man. I keep it simple on my gun. So like a lot of the crazy stuff that you see,
That one y'all
like,
showed today, though. Oh,
which one was it, man? I don't even. There's been so many of
I think
them.
it was a Glock.
Man, I keep it simple. I keep a lot of my stuff. I keep it simple, black and gold. You know. I do have a set of like 4 guns that are my hunting guns that they all match in like cryptic camo that are pretty badass.
Is that the one in the picture that we used for the was one of those?
That's a gold AK.
Okay,
That's a gold AK. So that's a badass.
That's
one.
badass right there. That's one that was a badass picture to begin with. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I gotta step my picture game up.
Man, me personally, I keep it simple though.
Yeah.
We did a lot of the Astros guns that came out pretty tight.
Oh yeah.
That joint right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the badass little Glock, man. Gold with the battle worn on there.
How long?
You know?
How long does that take? That type of
Full custom work like that, roughly around that 8-week mark. Yeah,
Damn.
roughly right around that 8.
And y'all do that all in shop.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a full CNC machine shop. Our coatings are done in house as well. Yeah, we got a full team that knocks everything out. We do our laser engraving as well. So
Yeah, definitely some great work, man. If you guys haven't been to the store, man, please, by all means, go by there, check it. Even if you don't buy it, at least go in there and check it out. Buy a keychain.
yeah, come through, check us out, and just
Can
and
you
just
let them know
talk
your
to us, you know.
address?
Yeah, let them know where you're at.
5401 Mitchelldale, Suite A2,
The
290 and
Northwest.
34th area.
Yep.
What do you recommend as far as the everyday carry and like a home defense?
You can't go wrong with the Glock.
Yeah.
Glock 19 all day. It's the number one gun that I carry almost every day. Glock 19 it's a good. It's not too small. It's not too big. You can conceal it. You can keep it at the house. You get your 15 rounds in there, and then you want to customize it. You got Glocks are the most customizable gun ever, pretty much. So, you know, all the parts are available for it. We do all the custom work for it. So, Glock 19, and then you got a Glock 43X. Which is a little bit smaller if you want something just a little bit smaller. A lot of women get the Glock 43X.
How often do you recommend people going to the gun range and getting out there and using their gun?
Man, I mean, the amount of people that buy a gun and just sit it under the bed or whatever in the closet and never touch it, you know,
it's crazy.
There's a lot of people that do that, unfortunately, you know. I would say go out there as much as you can. I mean, I definitely don't hit it as much as I'm able to just because time-wise, but I try to get out every couple months at least.
Yeah.
You know, but as much as you can, like literally, like take a class, even, you know, even if you think you know how to shoot, take a class. Everybody says they know how to shoot, but when it comes down to it,
No,
they
they
just don't know the fundamentals.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
proper
true.
marksmanship. So.
And people watch movies and they get the,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
pow, pow, break yourself, ooh, and, you know, doing all this crazy shit.
Yep.
You know,
there's a lot to it.
it's
You
an
know.
You got to get a trap sauce gun.
Yeah, I do.
Nah, with the...
Actually,
you
I
do?
got my employees. Like I said earlier, they had like a Christmas sale going on. I think it was like 30-40% off. And I got my employees a custom pieces for the Glock, some extendos. So yeah, we keep that thing.
Are you
on.
hired?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm come work for you.
So you mentioned earlier that you've been into guns since you was little. What was the first gun you've ever owned?
The first gun I ever owned was a rifle, a 22 Magnum bolt action rifle.
How old were you?
Yeah. Maybe like 10 or 11.
Wow. Are you like hunters in your family or?
Yeah, more just like general outdoorsman, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, bolt action. I still have it.
Wow.
It's a bolt action, like an old school Woodstock 22.
Nice.
And yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Rocky Black. Talk about force of continuum LV. Was it LVL 1 through 5? It's important when dealing with police after shots are fired, even with a CCW.
It's important with the police. Yeah, so here's the deal with that. Obviously, you know, we always say you don't talk to police, you know. So there's a service called that we offer called Texas Law Shield. And basically you pay a monthly fee. It's very affordable. And you could basically have an on-call lawyer basically 24/7.
Wow.
And it's a set monthly. There's different packages, but you get a certain amount of legal coverage up to, you know, certain dollar amount if something happens. And if you're in a situation to where you have to use your firearm, basically something happens, I'm picking up the phone, I'm calling them.
And can they get that through the website? They can just go to the website.
It's on our website.
It's
I
on your
believe
website?
if you go on our homepage, I think it's like on the bottom somewhere. There's a link to it. It's called U.S. Law Shield, actually. U.S. Law Shield.
Okay. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. If you can't physically go to the store, definitely hit the website, hit the Instagram, and check them out. Give them a follow, you know. And like you said, it varies state to state. Yeah, like all the laws are different, man.
Yeah, so U.S. Law Shield, they're all over the country. So, but they got lawyers that, you know, they know their stuff.
They know their stuff in that certain area of the state or whatnot. And that's important to know, man. People, that's the thing people don't realize, like the legal aspect behind it. They think it's just getting a gun and, oh, I shot somebody, and then it's like, now what? But you don't know, did you do it right? You know, and it's just so much that goes into it.
Yep. And like the state to state stuff, like it, you know,
like what's the like? Okay, for example, Texas. Okay, what's a state that's different from Texas, like in a lot of ways?
California for sure.
Yeah.
And New York, the two worst states. You never catch me in those states.
California, stop moving down here, please.
Yeah. We're full.
Yeah, we're full.
So completely anti-gun states, right?
Yeah.
Like we get calls and emails and people coming in at their shop that live in California, and you can't own any of your stuff. You can't buy anything. You know, your magazine can only have 10 rounds. You know, yeah, California is just backwards, man.
And New York is pretty much the
New
same
York
way.
is pretty tough as well on gun laws. Yeah, like Chicago. You know what's crazy is Chicago has the most murders, firearm murders, yet guns are illegal in Chicago. So
That's the
pretty
thing
much
with the
legal,
whole,
you know.
whether they're legal or not. And it doesn't matter because anybody who's in the streets, they don't care if it's legal or not. They're going to have one regardless.
Yeah, people say, oh, well, you know, we need to ban guns, outlaw guns because, you know, everybody's being shot up. Which, like, you know, people that are out to do bad, there's evil people out there. And they don't give a damn about your gun laws.
Nah,
they don't give a damn about you, about us, about your family. You know, they don't follow laws to begin with. So laws only keep honest people. You know, only honest people follow laws, you know. So
Rocky Black with another good one. It's very important because you still have to make a statement, and the way you word it can make you or break you. And that's so true, man. Wording is everything, you know.
Yeah, that's why, you know, if you're
he's from Oakland, California, and he's a veteran, and he says I'm aware of certain things, and I don't know. Yeah, I can't see. And law
I mean,
revisions.
you can have guns in California, but man, try getting a concealed carry license in California.
So do they offer it, or you just can't have it at all?
They do, but
it's
man, you gotta be someone. You gotta basically have to be a politician or have some type of pull. Like, they're not gonna give me and you a license to carry in California. You can't just go down and sign up and apply, you know.
Shout out to Rocky Blake. Say he just moved to El Paso, Texas. Thank God. LOL. Yeah, thank God.
From where? From Cali?
Yeah,
Oh,
from
California.
Cali. Yeah,
Oh,
he's from
okay. Wow.
Oakland. Shout out to the Bay Area.
He fled California.
Yeah,
had
man. And it's not just guns. It's a lot of stuff, man, that we differ so much from California, you know. But yeah, I know the guns is definitely one of the things, and that might be why people are moving. They just was like, man, y'all too strict up here. Y'all too this. You can't do this, can't do that.
So which one are you? I know there's some people that they're all about, man, I'm not gonna keep one in the chamber. I'm gonna not
Yeah.
keep it racked until I pull, or,
Yeah.
or something like, no, I gotta keep one in the chamber so I can just pull and go.
Yeah, no, it's got to be, you got to be ready to go at all times. I understand, people are new to it and carrying, they kind of got to get their mind into it, and, kind of makes them feel a little bit better at first, where you don't want to carry loaded, but you got to be ready to go. Like,
What's the point of
yeah, exactly.
carrying it?
Yeah.
I actually had a customer a long time ago, told me that he was in a restaurant and guys came in with guns, held up the restaurant, and he didn't have anything in the chamber at the time. He was carrying, but it wasn't loaded. And so, everybody got under the tables and all that. And he was so scared, he was shaking. He couldn't even load his gun. And he was like,
man.
Yeah, he was just like, man, ever since then, I've carried loading. So, yeah.
Are you more of a concealed, or, you got some guys that like to show it off, and it's, I got it on me. I'm more of a, I don't want nobody to know I have mine on me.
Right.
Adrian and I talked about this at our event is called Embrace the Culture that we have once a year. I know we both were strapped that day, and it was like, but nobody knew, right?
Yeah.
The Christian rapper that don't talk about guns was the only one on stage with a gun.
Yeah, and then all the rappers with guns that talked about, I gotta shoot the blicky and this and that, had no gun. Some had water guns, but I'm waiting on
Nerf
mine.
guns.
Yeah, water guns, Nerf guns, But what's your take on that? Like,
Concealed carry versus open carry.
yeah,
Obviously, I think it's great that we can open carry in Texas.
yeah, for sure.
I don't think that our Second Amendment right should be limited at all. I'm what you would call a Second Amendment purist or an absolutist, man. Like, I don't think guns should be bound by any type of law, whether it's a machine gun, whether it's a suppressor, whether it's a handgun or whatever, right? But concealed carry versus open carry. Most of the time, if I'm in my shop, if I'm working, I'm open carrying outside, obviously because I'm in my business, right? Something happens, I'm ready to go. Just a little bit easier to get to. But if I'm out and about in the store, I'm putting my shirt over it.
Yeah. No doubt.
Is it legal to conceal carry out in the streets? Yeah, it is. But it also depends on where you live, man. We're in the big city.
Yeah, for sure.
So it might not be, the best idea to do that. But that's for yourself to decide. So
I know y'all outside of your store, there's a sign about certain rules that people, before they come into the store, about their guns and whatnot. Can you let us know a little bit about what those are, what that, before y'all decide to go to the store and you have your gun on you, there's certain things that the store has. Yeah, don't go over there and get shot. Don't go over there and be like, TDM sent me here and I was shot in the leg. Oh yeah, I met him the other day. Nah, A Boogie. Hey, shout out to A Boogie.
Chill unless you start tripping or something,
Yeah. Very welcoming.
No, there's certain rules that you kind of gotta follow when you visit a gun shop, man. In any gun shop, not just ours, But you would think some of it is common sense, but common sense isn't very common.
Oh no,
yeah.
Don't go out and just come up to us and pull your gun out. Like, let us know, hey, can I pull it out?
That's what she said.
So basically, don't just pull it out and whip it out in front of everybody. But also, man, you'd be surprised how many times a loaded, unloaded gun has a bullet in there.
Oh.
Also walking in, if you're walking in with a rifle, we were so used to guys just kind of swinging it everywhere and just pointing it everywhere. It's like, man, that ain't right. Keep that muzzle down or keep it up. But that's why we put that sign up now. It says, make sure you have a case. If you don't have a case, come in first, get a case from us. We got what you can use.
Yeah.
Go out to your car, bring it back in. Just certain gun shop rules and etiquette that you got to follow.
Yeah.
So who goes to HTX Tactical for some damn lures? That's what I want to know.
Man, we're a full outdoor store, man. HTX Tactical Custom Firearms and Outdoors, man. So we got fishing stuff too. Obviously the guns is what what got us to where we're at.
Do y'all sell gift cards there?
We do sell gift cards.
Okay. I'm gonna take my dad up there.
Yeah.
My dad's a hunter.
Mm-hmm. So the fishing stuff just kind of went with the whole guns and outdoors thing. So.
No, that's dope, man, that you're able to, offer a variety of things, because a lot of times one is the same as the guys that do that are also guys that are gun
Yeah.
enthusiasts, that do carry and
Mhm.
whatnot. So, no, that's dope, man. But yeah, man, guys, we want to apologize about the phones. I saw someone try to call earlier, and Sweeter Sweets, Diana, she said that the phones were not working. Yeah, call Angie's phone. No,
Right, I
but
put on
you know,
speaker.
so I don't know if you asked your question, Diana, in the comment section, but we're sorry about that. We'll try to get that going soon. I hope. What else? Where we going? What else we got?
Do you guys plan on expanding?
We do plan on expanding.
Yeah.
The ultimate goal is to have range for sure.
That'll be dope.
By, maybe South Side. We get a lot of customers from the South Side. So shout out to the South Side.
Southside.
Pearland, Webster,
Nice.
South Houston, all down there. So maybe open up a spot down there. And then Dallas, San Antonio, we talked about as well. So
I think that speaks volumes to the type of business, the service that you guys provide, that people are willing to make that drive just to go shop with you guys. Like, that speaks volumes to me as a business. So like I said, man, y'all go tap in with them, man. Go visit them. It's in that 290 and 34th area, not too far from Del Mar Stadium. If you guys are familiar with that, the old Northwest Mall, and that, not too far from that little area. Those of you that may not know, like Freeway, you like, it's over there 290. Where is that at? Like,
Nice, the north side,
that northwest side. Yeah.
And down the street from this shop is my trailer, and then there's a go-kart track, and you can carry inside there. They got they allow.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do. The owners there are very pro guns.
Nice.
So come get some guns and go get some
micheladas,
some treats, some herbs.
virgin ones, because don't drink and have guns.
Bring us some at the shop too. Stop by her spot first before you come see us.
Yeah, there you go. Do it the other way around. Before you come buy your gun, bring us some elote and some mangonadas.
Yeah.
Well, man, we appreciate you coming by, man. Like, I know we can.
Some people, the viewers, can learn something from this, or take something out of this whole interview.
I saw someone say they were like, it was a very informative interview, very informative show. Like, that was dope. Like, man, shout out to I think it was Ray that said that, right? Yeah, shout out to Ray. For always tuning in and giving us her feedback. How I'll be messing up, and I appreciate that. I need that. Look, I love that, and we want to thank HTX Tactical, George, everybody at HTX Tactical, man. Like I said, tap in with them, man. Go visit them, hit the website, hit the IG, follow them, and let them know, hey, we saw you on the TDM Talk show. It's not called ThemDamnMexicans, it's called TDM Talk. Why y'all got to mention enchiladas now? I'm hungry. Who said enchiladas?
Micheladas.
It's micheladas, Rocky micheladas. Shit, she might start selling enchiladas too with that purple sauce. That's what she's. So any last minute shout outs? Angie, you want to go ahead? Ladies first?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my mama. She brought tostadas de tinga.
Shout out to Cooking
She
with
made
Trish.
a Cooking with Trish. You can find her on YouTube, Instagram,
TikTok.
Facebook, TikTok. She made a video she dedicated to TDM. She did tostadas de tinga. You can check out her recipe on there. She brought some food for us. And shout out to my team, holding down the trailer while I'm doing this every Thursday. Trap Sauce Mix. Go pull up on them. Yeah. Shout
out to Kelso the Plug, man. It was happy belated birthday. Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, the big 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole HTX team, man. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. Shout out to my business partner. Shout out to everybody that's ever been a part of us. Getting to where we are today. So really appreciate it. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all having me.
Thank you, man.
And shout out to all our customers, because
y'all
keep us going. Much appreciated. Like Houston, really, like, they're down for us, man.
It's nothing like having the city behind you in what you're doing, and just really, I don't think I've ever heard a bad thing about you guys. So what do we got? Rocky Black, great show, y'all. I'll definitely pull up for some fine weaponry. Dope, man. Appreciate that. And he's in El Paso, so
dope.
You come to H-Town, man. Come holler at my guy, and they'll get you right. I promise that.
Welcome, share to gun hater groups.
Yeah, and if you want to buy us something, hey, I ain't gonna be mad at it. So, I guess my Adrian, you got any shout outs, man? Shout out to everybody, TDM, man, Adrian Angelo, FKA Blessed. Man, appreciate the work that he puts in behind the scenes. Angie doing her thing. Shout out my guy Malcolm, Real Talk 100 Radio, man. Y'all tap in with them. You want your own show, man, holla at my guy, man. Get at him.
My
Amazing
guy.
Ike in the building. HTX mommy who couldn't be here. Desiree, I'm sorry. She don't she couldn't. Happy birthday to your baby. And again, shout out to my team in Pasadena, man. Everybody out there. Yeah, Stinkadena. It does stink though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's funny, but it's the truth. The fact, the refineries and all that, terrible. We gotta do something better about that, man. Shout out to everybody over there. And everybody that tuned in, man, y'all the real MVPs that y'all keep us going. And week 10, this is the end of season 1. Actually, season 2 we will begin next week. So we're just grateful to have my brother right here, George, come through and just give us some game, man. And I hope y'all listen. I hope y'all learn. Well, yeah, listen and learn, because some of y'all don't listen. But yeah, appreciate y'all tapping in, guys. And where we at? Are we good?
Make sure that you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Subscribe to us. Like, follow, share, comment. If you're replaying, still comment, tap in. We'll respond back to you. And tune in every Thursday from 8 to 9.
Everything, all the info you need is in the description.
Yes.
Shout out to Angie. She handles all that, and we appreciate her. Follow HTX Tactical TV. Again, man, thank you guys so much. I hope y'all have a good night, and see y'all next week.
And we are
Them Damn Mexicans. Damn, I forgot.
Oh yeah, let the party begin. Every Thursday at 8 p.m. The damn Mexicans, we at it again. Can't take no losses, we after them M's.
we
We got Angie, she's a trap queen, serving the micheladas and keeping you laughing. And call up David if you have a bad day. He'll hit you with motivation and tell you it's okay. But don't call on no disrespect shit. Eye for an eye, you can disconnect it. Don't even try, you can hit the exit. Women empower women, let's get connected. And Adrian keeping us connected. On the technical side, it gets hectic. Right now, I hope you get the message. We are damn